Hey guys, it's your boy M.K. back with another video. Today's been quite a stressful day, I've got to admit, because I had sort of writer's block. Normally when I have writer's block, it's because I have so many ideas and I don't know which one to go with or which notebook of mine to write in. So I suppose that's one disadvantage of keeping many notebooks. I know it's a bit off topic. So anyway, I wasn't sure whether to do any videos today or not, but I thought after a while I got a bit bored and I decided, because I got writer's block as well, I always want to try and do something, whether it's like making YouTube videos or writing. Problem with doing YouTube is, like, although I enjoy it, it's like kind of takes a bit of my focus away from my writing, so it's kind of difficult to get the balance right. But I'm hoping like to start doing more writing, do writing first and then do my YouTube, like doing that order rather than the other way around. So anyway, like when I don't write for a whole day, it feels really bad, but I like to write for at least an hour a day if I can. So that's one of my goals I want to hopefully work towards till eventually I get there. So anything above that is a bonus. But on to the topic of this video. So I'll try, again, I wasn't sure whether I was going to do some videos or not, because I went to sleep as well. I was really tired, so I didn't went to sleep for, like, I was supposed to go for a little bit of time, but I ended up going to sleep for about 3 hours. So I wasn't sure whether to do any videos or not, as I say. Anyway, I'm going to try and get to the point, and I'm going to go too much in details of my life story. But so in the past I said about like SERIE A. I tried to do a series called SERIE A Daily, where I do possibly daily videos on SERIE A, and possibly similar ones for Celtic, like Celtic Daily as well. But I didn't quite stick to it as much as I would have liked to have done. But basically it was to talk about my ideas for SERIE A, which is like the top league in Italy, for those who don't know, and Celtic. And I know I've done a few videos on that, and probably done more than on the other topics I like to focus on, like helping people in slums and orphanages. And I think that killing two birds with one stone would be to do fundraising through football. So I often say if I work on if I do football videos, then it feels like I'm taking away from the charitable work. But then again, like I say, I can use football for good. So sorry to keep repeating that point, but or forget what I'm saying, or forgot what I've said already. But anyways, I'm sure I've covered that thing before. But yeah, so I'm hoping that kill two birds with one stone. So it won't be an unethical or negative thing to take away from the charitable work I want to do as well, because I can, like I talked about, I loved Italian football, or SERIE A at least, or even Italian football generally, because that can include all the different levels, to be like £1 trillion enterprise. And like in my imagination, also has crazy imaginations like that and ideas, and similar for Celtic. But at the same time, like if they did get that much money, or even like billions, I think they should donate as much of that as possible, like 10% I think to charity, and the rest they could use for like buying players, investing in football pitches, which could help people who are less well off in Italy or Glasgow respectively for Celtic, because then they can buy football stadiums and it gives people things to do and buy footballs and all that. But they can also do similar things like that in Asia, and also like set up academies in Asia, which I hope will be a mutual benefit to Italian football and Celtic. I'd say, especially love my fellow dyslexics and Anglo-Indians in Asia to support Italian football and Celtic. And since hopefully people will think Anglo-Indians are cool, so if we wear the Italian tops, hopefully other people copy us. Maybe not, but yeah. But I'd love as many people from Asia as possible, generally, to get into Italian football, to support SERIE A and watch the videos like on YouTube, and to buy the football kits, and hopefully that will help Italian football to benefit financially. But also, obviously, the most important thing from a football fan's point of view, is to get trophies. I suppose I know there's ethical issues as well. Like you want to make sure things that, like, I suppose there's an ethical side, but the most important thing from a football fan, I think, is that you win trophies, and also that you over the long term, that you win trophies. I think like fair play and all that, fair play awards are not quite, they're good to win, but they're not anywhere near as good as winning trophies. Like I think Leicester a long time ago probably got fair play, but winning the Premier League was like much more, I think people are much happier when Leicester won the Premier League. So I think winning is really important, let's be honest. I'm quite a competitive person, so I'd love SERIE A to be the number one most successful club, team, league, most successful league in terms of trophies internationally, and most like respected and recognised and richest and things like to overtake the league and the Premier League and all that and all those kind of leagues. Well, basically every other league, and also like Celtic, I'd love them to be the most successful in Scotland, and I definitely hope to encourage people from Asia to support Serie A and Celtic. I hope to be an brand ambassador for both, as I say, Italian football and Celtic, and like. Also, I wonder if it would benefit Italian football generally if, like, Serie B, how you pronounce it, and all the lower leagues and grassroots, as I often talk about, if they were supported, I wonder if that would benefit the national team, but also like that would benefit Serie A with more competition. So I'd love to be able to get sponsors to sponsor Italian football, even like Serie B and lower league teams and grassroots football, and like football pitches and like in parks and small lower leagues and all sorts of things like that. When people say grassroots, I'm borrowing that term, if you like, but when people say grassroots, I think what they mean is like just park football, people playing football in park, but also like lower leagues as well, things like non-professional. But yeah, so then hopefully, obviously, the idea would be that they will become more professional and win trophies. Sorry if I'm laughing, I haven't really planned this video that well, but yeah, so I'd love to get as many people, as the title suggests, to put it simply, across Asia and from Asian backgrounds as possible somehow to support Italian football and Celtic and like improve relations between those groups. I hope it'll be a mutually beneficial thing. Like Asia, I hope to benefit financially, economically, or whatever, and Italian football, I hope to benefit in terms of winning trophies, which is again the most important thing I think for any football fan. I imagine, as ever, I'd love to hear from like other people, like your opinions, and also like hear from other football fans about what do you think about the most important, like fans of clubs like Man United or Man City or Newcastle. If you ever see this video, please let me know. What do you think? What, as a football fan or any football fans out there, basically, whatever team you support, what are the most important things for your team? Like in terms of, is it like trophies? Is it the ethics? What your club stands for? Is it the political side of things? Is it how much you tackle like poverty, or is it if you win, fair play, or you're recognised for being a nice team, or I don't know, whatever it is, or is it winning trophies, or is it a combination of all those things? I think all of those things kind of have their own place. Like I think not being too nice, like I think you need to be competitive as well, in my opinion. But also like, so as if your club gets more successful financially, then it can donate some of that money to the local community, but also around the world for disadvantaged and poorer people. Excuse me. I also dream to like support special needs, neurodiverse, learning disabled, whatever you want to call them, schools, like for people with dyslexia, autism, and ADHD, as I've often talked about. And I hope to like for as many of them as possible from Asia, like Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Singapore, and all over Asia, China, the Philippines, Japan, and wherever else in Pakistan, all over Asia really, to go to parts of it, to go to Italy and like have exchanged also Italians to go to those countries. Hopefully, if it's safe, hopefully they'll stay as safe as possible, Godspeed, and like to practice playing football together. And Serie A and Celtic to like have academies in those countries, and also like maybe even special. On that note, they could even have special academies for dyslexic people in those countries as well, and people with ADHD, possibly even autistic people. I'm not sure about that one, but mainly dyslexic and people with ADHD who can probably be a lot of time quite good at football. And but yeah, as many like especially from Asia, but also around the world, dyslexic and ADHD people, ADHDers, as I often call them, to go to Celtic Park and Serie A and or all Italian clubs and play football there and things like that. And oh, this video is not going to be too long, by the way, but I think I was going to say something, but I forgot my chain of thought again, as I think of so many different ideas and like I jump from point to point. I know that, but yeah. So I'd love to encourage people, as I say, from Asia, especially. Oh yeah, and I was going to say I support my friend's school at the moment in Kenya. I was going to say Africa, but more specifically Kenya. And I'd love and Celtic have like these this school they support in Thailand, and they call them the Thai Tims. Tims being like, I think it's an Irish sort of thing for Celtic fans. So I thought it would be interesting if like my friend's school, they could be called, like they could do something similar, like Celtic support them, and they could be called the Kenyan Celts or something like that. And like Celtic could send them football kits, Celtic kits, and all that. I know Celtic already support a slum in Kibera, Kenya. So it'd be great if they could support my friend's school and like give them free like football gear, and in the future, hopefully, also that will mean that more people in Kenya can support Celtic, which hopefully will come back to the club in a positive way. It's like a karma. It's like what you give out, or you're reaping what you sow. Like, the more people you help, hopefully, the more help you get back. You know what I mean? In longer term, like some people say, the more you give, the more you get. So anyhow, as ever, I'd love to know what you think about this video. Did I just laugh, or did I talk random stuff, or did it make some sort of sense, or did you find it interesting, whatever? Any thoughts, as ever, please do share any comments you like, even if they're not very nice, but preferably positive comments, or funds to help me to get elocution lessons so I can speak properly. But just kidding. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, waffling about football. As ever, especially football fans, I'd love to know what you think, or if people don't support football and they still watch my channel, they still watch this video, because a lot of my videos are not about football, just in case any new viewer watching this, like, because if you're not interested in football, I'll still talk about other things like politics or the other stuff that you might be interested in. So I hope this video won't put you off. But even people who are not into football, but they might watch this video, I'd love to know what you think as well. Like, do I get you interested in football, or would you like to ask me any questions? Anywho, I'm going to stop waffling and wish you a good night or day or wherever you are. Peace out.